Hey guys, I'm happy that you are here. My name is Bechoy and I am your plantito from Mindanao. Tara, samahan niyo ako sa aking plant journey. To those who are new to this channel, especially sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, please click on the subscribe button and pakiclick na rin ang ating bell notification para maging updated kayo sa mga latest uploads ng Bechoy Vlog. Also guys, we have other social media accounts aside from YouTube. We have a Facebook page and our page is Bechoy Vlog, and we also have an IG and our ID is Bechoy_vlog. And let's talk about plants. So for our episode today guys, we will be featuring different varieties of Calatheas. So that is why andito tayo ngayon sa isang garden kung saan may napakaraming mga varieties ng Calatheas. So I have decided to pick this garden because they have so many varieties and good qualities na mga Calatheas. So most of them are mga imported ones, but they also have mga local na mga Calatheas. So what can we expect in our video today guys? Later on, what we will be doing is that we will be highlighting individually yung mga Calatheas para mas lalo natin silang makilala. So for our very first Kalityana on this episode, we will be featuring our Kalityana Crimson. So let me just describe to you guys yung features na natin Kalityana Crimson. It has this mga color pink dito sa gitna ng kanyang mga dahon, and then yung borders ng kanyang mga dahon, meron siyang may pagka maroon or almost close to black na yung kanyang color. And then on the other side naman, makikita natin na yung kanyang color is may pagka dark maroon na. And also guys, meron na itong mga flowers yung ating Kalityana Crimson. So itong ating Crimson guys, this is an imported variety. And by the way, a little bit of trivia lang, for our Crimson na medyo meron ng mga older leaf or medyo matagal na ng mga dahon, eventually, nagfe-fade yung color niya from pink to almost white na. But this doesn't mean na malalanta na ito. Ganito lang talaga yung kanyang kulay as the leaves mature. This Crimson naman, I see that this is very healthy and very lush. In fact, may napakaraming growth points na dito guys, and we can already propagate this one. Siguro mayroon tayong makukuha mga apat na different mga plants. And for the flowers pala na na-mention ko earlier, you have the liberty to choose kung gusto mong i-cut ito para makapag-concentrate yung ating Kalityana sa pag-produce ng dahon, or pwede namang i-leave lang siyang as is lang para makapagdagdag naman siya sa beauty ng ating Kalityana. So let me return our Crimson and get our second Kalityana. And this is also a very famous and a common Kalityana. This is our green lipstick. So ito naman, meron siyang trademark na parang white lines dito malapit sa edge ng ating mga dahon, at yung kanyang veins naman merong white na color dito. And majority of the leaves is color green or medyo may pagka dark green na siya. At yung kanyang underside naman is may pagka gray na yung kanyang color. So you might be wondering kung bakit ito tinawag na green lipstick. So if we try to tilt it, and let's focus on this leaf here, kaya siya tinawag na green lipstick, it's because green yung kanyang majority na color, and then meron tayong makikita dito na pattern na parang hugis lips or bibig ng tao. For our green lipstick naman, yung mga panibagong labas ng mga dahon, they will start out as medyo light green siya, and as the leaf matures, nagiging dark green na rin siya. So for this spot naman, meron na rin siyang napakaraming mga separate plants. I think meron na rin tayo dito mga apat. So some of these are sold at around 1,000 pesos. I think worth it naman yung kanyang price. So now that we have featured our green lipstick, ipapakita ko naman sa inyo guys yung isa na namang Kalityana na parang exact opposite with our green lipstick. And that is our Kalityana Doti. Ito naman siya guys. So if earlier yung green lipstick natin is tinawag siyang green lipstick because of the color green, majority of it is color green and may lips na form. Ito namang ating Doti, meron siyang parang lips din na form sa kanyang mga dahon, itong pink na trace dito. But then, yung kanyang majority ng dahon ay may kulay na very dark maroon or almost close to burgundy na. And then yung kanyang underside naman or underleaf, maroon din yung kanyang color. So ito namang ating Doti guys, the newest leaves will come out as may pagka-burgundy yung kanyang foreground color with the pink traces or pink trace of lips dito. But then as the plant matures or the leaves matures, nagtuturn na siya into dark green, and then yung kanyang color pink dito sa kanyang pattern ay eventually magla-lighten din siya. So let's give a closer look here. This one, kasi dito makikita talaga natin yung transition ng color ng kanyang mga dahon. So meron pa yung traces of pink dito. Then eventually magla-lighten ito to almost white na yung kanyang color. So kukunin lang natin ulit yung ating green lipstick para magkaroon tayo ng side-by-side comparison between these two Calatheas. So they really both have the same shape and the leaf pattern. Nagkakaiba lang sa kulay ng kanyang dahon. So let me get our next Kalityana, guys. And this time, this is our Kalityana Piktaillustres. So let me just emphasize, this is commonly called here in the Philippines as Kalityana Piktaillustres, but the complete name is Kalityana Piktaillustres. So ito namang ating illustres, meron siyang trademark na color green ng kanyang mga dahon, and then meron tayong pattern dito sa gitna along with the white lines dito and the veins, and then meron tayong makikita ng mga traces and combinations of light green and dark green dito sa gitna ng ating mga dahon. And yung underleaf naman natin, yung kanyang color is still close to maroon or red-violet. And I'll be sharing to you a little bit of trivia na rin about our Calatheas or prayer plants. You might be wondering kung bakit most of our Kalityana plants have these darker color sa kanyang mga underleaves. And the reason to that is that yung ating Kalityana plants, meron siyang parang light-saving na feature or capacity na i-absorb niya yung kanyang mga lighting na natatanggap dito sa dahon. At in that way, kapag medyo dark yung color ng kanyang underleaf, there is a chance na hindi na talaga lulusot yung light, and instead, ma-absorb ito fully ng ating mga dahon. And this is the reason why kung bakit yung ating mga Kalityana plants, they can thrive to low to medium na mga lighting, and it's not really advisable na ilagay natin sila sa area na very bright or direct sunlight. And also guys, there's this one characteristics ng ating mga Kalityas which I have observed in almost all mga Kalityana na mga plants. As the plant matures or yung mga dahon niya, yung kanyang mga lumang dahon, habang ito ay tumatanda, nakaka-notice ako na meron talaga mga transitions in color. So if we try to look at our illustres, yung kanyang mga panibagong dahon, medyo may pagka light green or white yung kanyang mga lines dito. But then, if we try to look at its oldest leaves, makikita na natin na meron na siyang mga traces of pink dito. So meron talagang transition yung kanyang mga color. So let me put down our Kalityana Piktaillustres. Let's get our next Kalityana. And this time, this is our Kalityana Medallion. So ito guys, sobrang lush na niya. So let's have a closer look of our medallion na Kalitya. It still has the trademark na color green na foreground, and may mga leaf patterns din siya dito sa gitna na color white. So let's have a side by side with our illustres para makapagbigay tayo ng comparison between these two. So we can clearly see na meron talaga siyang difference in terms of the color combination in the middle of its leaves from the veins. So dito, yung ating medallion, plainly green yung color ng middle ng kanyang mga dahon, but for our illustres, makakakita tayo ng mga traces of green and yellow-green patterns. So it still has the trademark na medyo maroon or red-violet na color ng kanyang underleaf, and yung kanyang mga newest leaf, it would come out as light green pa rin, and then eventually, as the leaves mature, nagiging darker yung kanyang shade ng green. So sa ganito na ka-lush na Kalitya guys, this is priced at around 1,200 per pot. But then meron na siyang several plants dito. I think meron na atang 4 or 5 different plants. So pwede na itong ma-propagate. After we've discussed our Kalityana Medallion, let me get our next Kalitya na parang magkaparehos lang talaga sila ng itsura guys. So this one naman, this is our Kalityana Shine Star. So have a closer look at both of our Kalityas. They have almost the same pattern sa kanyang mga leaves, and maybe you can already pinpoint kung ano yung big difference ng ating Kalityana Shine Star and our Kalityana Medallion. So how can we differentiate between these two? So if we try to look at the leaf pattern, yung outer leaf pattern ng ating Shine Star, we can notice na medyo thick or makapal yung kanyang white pattern as compared with our Medallion. So dito guys, so let's have a side-by-side comparison between these two leaves. So for our Shine Star, malalaman natin na medyo makapal yung kanyang outer leaf pattern as compared with our Medallion na medyo manipis. So from there, mako-compare na natin silang dalawa. And both of these Kalityas have a maroon or red-violet na underleaf. So ganun ka-tricky yung ating mga Kalithia plants guys. They almost have the same leaf and color pattern. But then if you try to look at the details, dun mo na naman scrutinize na magkaiba sila na varieties. So let's proceed further with another Kalithia na medyo magkapares din ng color with the Kalithias that I've already presented earlier. So this time, let me get this Kalithia Jungle Rose. So ito siya guys. And it kinda looks like our green lipstick also. So let me get a green lipstick here para magkaroon tayo ng side-by-side comparison between these two. So this one on this side, this is our green lipstick, and this one naman is our jungle rose. So if we try to look at both of them side by side, they almost look the same. But malalaman natin yung kanyang difference with the underleaf of our plant. So for our green lipstick, it's color green or light green, and for our jungle rose naman, it's maroon in color. So dito sila nagkaka-differ guys. So ito naman, in terms of the color of its leaves, actually for the matured leaves na, they almost have the same shade of color green. So malalaman natin yung difference din niya with its newest leaves. So for our green lipstick, medyo may pagka-light green siya, but for our jungle rose, it will turn out or come out as dark green na immediately. So let's move further sa ating garden guys, and let me showcase to you another Kalithia na magkaparehas lang din ng itsura na ating na previously na mention. So this time, this is our Kalityana na Jessie. So again, meron din siyang kasimilar na Kalithia na na-feature na natin earlier, and that is our Kalityana Luthia. So just try to look at them guys side by side. Talagang magkapareho sila in terms of the color of the leaves and then yung kanyang color ng kanyang mga lines. But for our Kalityana na Princess Jessie, malalaman natin yung difference in terms of the pink pattern sa kanyang dahon. So let me just put this down first para ma-explain natin further. So yung ating Princess Jessie naman, yung kanyang pink pattern dito sa kanyang dahon is medyo makapal as compared with that of our Doti na almost close to being a line lang. So if we try to look at the underleaf of our Princess Jessie also, it has that trademark rin na red, violet, or maroon na underleaf na color. Yung main difference lang talaga niya with our Doti is the thickness of the pink pattern dito sa gitna ng kanyang mga dahon. So dito talaga guys, makikita natin that's very evident na medyo makapal or thick yung ating pink pattern in the middle of its leaves. Ngayon naman guys, let's show some locally grown na mga Kalithias, and this time, this is our Kalityana Bechoy, or commonly called dito sa Philippines as Medallion. So mostly nakikita ko ito sa mga live selling na tinatawag na Medallion, but yung correct ID niya is actually Bechoy or Bechoy. For our Bechoy, makakakita tayo ng similarities with that of our Kalithia Jungle Rose with its green colored leaves and white pattern dito sa gitna na parang hugis lips din. At yung kanyang underside naman, it's still color maroon or red violet. Pero ito, yung main difference niya naman is yung shape ng kanyang dahon. This has a narrow form ng kanyang shape as compared with the jungle rose natin na medyo makapal or medyo pa-circle. One of the common trademarks of our local varieties ng mga Kalithias is that yung kanyang mga petioles is medyo mahaba sila as compared with the imported ones. So ito yung medyo nanonotice ko talaga with locally grown ng mga Kalithias or mga local varieties of Kalithias. And unlike the imported varieties ng mga Kalithias, yung shape ng ating mga dahon ng mga locally grown or local na mga Kalithias is medyo pahaba siya. So makikita natin yan later on as we feature more local na mga Kalithias. And in terms of pricing naman for our local varieties, we can expect na medyo affordable sila as compared with the imported ones. So for this spot, siguro this is priced at around 150 pesos to 200 pesos. This time guys, let me show you our Kalityana Argentea. So ito naman, it still has the trademark na elongated or medyo narrow form na leaves ng mga local varieties natin. And in the middle of our leaves, makakakita tayo dito ng silver color or medyo white na color pattern dito sa gitna. So yung kanyang border ng dahon is meron siyang makapal na dark green dito. And then yung kanyang underleaf naman, it still has that maroon color. Now, let me show you yung next naman natin na Kalityana. Almost magkaparehas din with this one. And this is our Kalityana silver plate. So ito naman guys, we can clearly see ng difference between these two Kalityas. So for our silver plate, yung entire leaf niya is covered with a silver color or white color. As compared with our Argentea, na makakakita pa tayo ng parang green na border sa kanyang mga dahon. But if we try to look at our silver plate on a closer look, makakakita tayo ng meron pa rin siyang green na border but it's very thin as compared with our Argentea. And in terms of growth pattern, they have almost the same growth pattern. Yung shape lang ng ating mga leaves medyo thick or mataba yung ating silver plate, and then yung underside naman niya still has that maroon color. The pricing naman for our local varieties ng mga Kalityas, we can expect na medyo affordable lang talaga sila guys. So you can buy them, may mga tag 50 pesos per pot, may 100, 150, depende kung gano'n na siya ka-lush. But yun yung may expect natin for our local varieties. Talagang affordable lang sila. Now naman guys, let me showcase to you isa sa pinaka-common ng mga Kalityas dito sa Philippines. And this is our Kalityana Ornata. So basically, it's a very common type talaga ng Kalitya, and you can find them in almost households. Kasi ito nga, nakakakita lang ako nito sa labas ng aming bahay. Tumutubo lang siya sa wild. So yung shape na kanyang mga dahon, it's still narrow, and then makakakita tayo ng mga white strips na pattern dito sa gitna ng kanyang mga dahon. And yung kanyang underleaf naman, it's still color maroon or may pagka red violet. And in terms of the growth pattern, makikita natin na medyo mahahaba yung kanyang mga stems. Ito naman guys, isa sa pinaka-common na local variety ng ating mga Kalityas, and this is our Kalityana Pika. So, no need to further explain kung bakit Pika yung kanyang pangalan. Makikita natin na yung kanyang leaf pattern, meron siyang similarities to that of the feather ng ating mga peacock. So, we have this unique feature ng ating Kalityana Pika. If we try to check on its underleaf, we can still see the peacock pattern dito, but then this time the color is maroon. So, if ever you'll be able to get the correct care for our Kalityana plants, you will be rewarded with very lush and napakalaking mga dahon ng ating mga Kalityas. Ito naman guys, this is our Kalityana White Star. So if we try to look at it, para din siyang ornata, pero white yung kanyang pattern dito. Meron din siyang maroon or red violet na underleaf. And let's proceed further. This is our Kalityana Yellow Fusion. For this one naman, it still has that color green dito sa kanyang mga dahon. Makakikita tayo ng mga traces dito, and then meron na siyang mga yellow-green na color dito sa gitna. This is our Kalityana Triostar, and Triostar because it should have that triple combination of colors. We have a pink, white, and green color sa kanyang mga dahon. Ito naman, makakakita tayo ng traces of pink. Medyo nag-fade lang siya ng konti, but still we can see the pink color dito sa kanyang mga dahon. And this is our Kalityana White Fusion. Although may mga damages dito, pero I think it's still okay kasi medyo juvenile pa rin itong ating Kalityana. So ito namang ating White Fusion, it has that white and green combination, at medyo kakaiba yung kanyang mga white patterns dito kasi hindi siya usual form or regular form na may consistent form yung ating white patterns. Ito para siyang may mga abstract or kakaibang white patterns. And now we have this isa sa pinaka-common ng mga Kalityas dito sa atin, and this is our Kalityana Orbifolia. I believe this is an imported variety, so I think it's either from Holland or from Thailand. So ngayon, napaka-lush na niya guys. And then yung trademark ng ating Orbifolia is that it has this wider round na mga leaves, and then yung kanyang pattern dito sa gitna, may nag-aagaw na color white and green and silver dito sa kanyang dahon. This is another local variety of Kalitya, and this is our Kalithiya rufibarba. So our Kalityana rufibarba, actually find this one very unique as compared with other Kalityas kasi kakaiba yung kanyang feel ng kanyang mga dahon. So it doesn't have that smooth na feel or texture sa kanyang mga dahon. Medyo velvety siya, and we can feel some hair-like structures dito. And then yung kanyang petioles also, meron siyang mga parang hair-like or mga thread-like structures din dito. So we have here a local variety of Kalitya, and this is our Kalitya rabbit's foot. If we try to look at it, napaka-cute niya guys kasi napakaliit niya pa ngayon. But then lumalaki din sila, but not as big as other Kalityas. So maybe you're wondering kung bakit rabbit's foot yung kanyang pangalan. So if you try to look at a closer look sa ating mga dahon, makakakita tayo ng mga markings or pattern na parang paa ng mga rabbit. At ito na guys yung ating pinakahuli na Kalitya for our episode today, and this is our Kalityana Luthia. So you might be thinking baka birds of paradise ito or parang saging-saging din siya. But this is a locally grown na Kalathea and it's very common dito sa Philippines. This is our Kalityana Luthia. So it has that kakaiba na dahon kasi it's purely green yung makikita natin. Wala siyang mga typical na mga other markings or color patterns. It's plainly green. So if you look at our Kalityana Luthia, it has that color green talaga sa kanyang mga dahon na parang saging, and then in terms of the growth pattern also, makikita natin na unlike siya sa other na mga Kalityas na medyo maliliit lang yung kanyang growth, ito namang ating Luthia, napakahaba ng kanyang growth pattern. So that would be it guys, that would be our episode for today featuring different varieties of Kalityas. And I hope na nag-enjoy kayo sa ating mini tour ng mga Kalityas. And by the way guys, if ever meron tayong mga plans na mga Kalityas na maling na ID earlier, kindly correct us in the comment box na lang if ever meron tayong mga maling na ID. And before we end our video, let us do our shoutout. Shoutout kay Ma'am Amelita Layog. Hi kay Ma'am Loyola Comendador. Shoutout na rin kay Ma'am Felisa Haleco. Shoutout also kay Ofelia Shobal. Shoutout din kay Arnold Clostado. Hi to Ma'am Vic Buenaflor. Shoutout to Ma'am Maylene Salvador. Shoutout also kay Ma'am Bey Fajardo. Shoutout kay Ma'am Lolita Inoferio. Shoutout na rin kay Ma'am Miraflor Humuwad. Hi to John Michael Ordonia. And shoutout kay M. Santillan. So guys, if you happen to like our videos, please don't forget to like and share to your families, friends, and loved ones. And if ever bago ka pa lang sa ating channel, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell notification para maging updated kayo sa mga latest uploads ng Bechoy Vlog. Once again, this is Bechoy, your plantito from Mindanao. Happy planting!